let's make burgers today. Hi, let's make burgers. Whew, let's get cooking. Let's get cooking the recipe. This recipe is my personal recipe. This is how I like to do my burgers. But there's 3 main ingredients that I usually use. And then these ones right here are some of the ingredients that I add to the main mixture that makes it more flavorful and colorful. So main ingredients for this recipe are black beans, soy protein, and we need rice. This is gonna bind everything together. Buns, of course, beautiful buns. I'm using square buns because why not? Tomatoes, I'm using cherry tomato, champignons, white butter mushrooms, aka. Also, you will need onions. I already chopped them. Coriander, beautifully chopped. And you're also gonna need 3 gloves of little garlic leaves. Okay, let's get going. Let's do it. I'm going to start boiling the rice first. Do not forget to add a pinch of salt to your boiling water. And while the rice is cooking, I'm going to start frying my onions. Toss them around in olive oil. Now I'm adding garlic powder as well as veggie seasoning. And also a pinch of salt here as well. Now that onions have turned golden brown, it's time to add chopped mushrooms to the pan. There we go. And make sure to mix them really well. I'm adding Tabasco because I love spiciness. Also sweet chili sauce. And soy sauce. So next we're adding beans. And I'm also using chili con carne spices. Soy protein goes right in. We are going to mix it. And look at that, soy raises. Now it's time to add cherry tomatoes to our mixture. Coriander goes in, as well as garlic cloves. Mix everything in once again and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Rice already finished cooking, so I'm gonna drain it and transfer it to a bowl. Also, I am going to transfer the bean and soy mixture to a bowl and then mix the 2 together. Just a side note, this bean and soy mixture is really good by itself. So if you want a quick lunch recipe, then this will definitely work for you. I'm gonna separate the mixture into 2 portions and save the other half for later. Now you have to add 3 tablespoons of flour to our bean and soy mixture and mix it around until everything is nicely combined. I am going to dust my board with flour as well as my hands so that the mixture doesn't stick to my hands. And then I'm going to start shaping the patty. You can make them square or round, oval. It's totally up to you. Now it's time to fry them. I'm using sunflower oil here. Beautiful patty. And there we go. It goes in the pan. This is how they look. They look
pretty good if you ask me. Next, I'm going to use vegan AIOLI cheese. This is cheddar cheese flavor, and I'm gonna put them on top of the burgers. When they melt, they look like this. When they're ready, take them out of the pan and place them on a plate. This step is absolutely optional, but I am using crispy fried onions to sprinkle on top of my cheeseburgers. I have already peeled and sliced my potatoes, and now we're going to season them. I'm using garlic powder, veggie seasoning, and paprika powder. Also some vegetable oil, and mixing it together. Transfer it to a baking sheet and bake it for 35 minutes on 300 degrees. They should look like this when they're done. Alright, garlic aioli time. 3 tablespoons of vegan mayo. Mix it and add salt. A pinch of salt is enough. Take your 2 cloves of garlic and add it to the mayo. Then I am using onion salt because I love salty things and I love onions, so why not? I'm going to start frying my champignons. I'm using olive oil to fry them, and then I'm adding soy sauce. Crispen up the buns. On a table we have tomatoes, pickles, sweet chili sauce, some onions, avocados, garlic aioli, fried mushrooms, salad leaves, cheeseburgers, and burger buns.
And we're back. So now it is time to start the assembling process. We put together our burger.
I thought at first that I was going to use avocados, but I ended up not using them. So you also can feel free to use any ingredients you like or substitute some of the ingredients that I'm using here. Here's the close-up so that you can see what I used for my burger. I put sweet chili sauce on the top bun and garlic aioli on the bottom bun. And this is how the finished product looks. Yummy!
Check that out. How does that look? I cannot describe how good this is. Look at that. I'm mind blown. If you want to impress your vegan or non-vegan friends, you should definitely try it. It's a good one. It's a very good one. So that's about it. Thank you all for joining, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye. Mwah. Also, I'm using here, how are these mushrooms called? Wait. it. Let me think.
The most common mushroom types: white button mushroom, crimini mushroom, portobello mushroom, shiitake mushroom, oyster mushroom, enoki mushroom, chanterelle mushroom, porcini mushroom, and more.
No, champignons. It only took forever.